A lot is happening behind the scenes politically, and I want us to have a look at some latest political developments in our country. Yesterday, Raila Odinga met Kalonzo Musyoka and other Zimio leaders at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka Center, after which Raila Odinga posted this. Raila Odinga, we met today in pursuit of the national conversation agenda. And then from that photo, we are seeing Jeremiah Kioni, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Gideon Moi, and also Peter Munya, James Orengo, among a host of other leaders. Raila Odinga shared that post about 11 hours ago. And Kalonzo Musyoka also shared that post 8 hours ago, an indication that Kalonzo Musyoka was waiting for Raila Odinga to share the post, after which he could also share his. Kalonzo Musyoka, no national conversation. And then you are seeing Kalonzo Musyoka there, surrounded with white power leaders. Raila Odinga is saying, we met for the national conversation. Kalonzo is saying, no national conversation. So it's very clear that the meeting between Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, and those other Azimio leaders might have clearly hit the wall. If Kalonzo Musyoka can be taken seriously for these remarks, no national conversation. And it never stopped there. Mutai Nguni also shared out a very interesting post. All these things are going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. Mutai Nguni, dear Rigiji, do you understand what ODM joining government means? And Uhuru RUTO handshake coming soon would mean? It means impeachment, not if but when. If I were you, I would lie low like an envelope, but Ruto is a good man. However, do not push him. Gema does not like you. Mutai Nguni on his part is trying to create this impression that a Ruto Uhuru handshake might be in the offing. And should that succeed, Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached. And upon him being impeached, now that Uhuru Raila have also embraced Ruto, then the mountain might not rally behind Rigathi Gachagua. That's what I'm seeing Mutai Nguni trying to say. I want us to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand the high-octane politics being played here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Let's start with the venue of that meeting between Raila, Kalonzo, and those Azimio leaders. Why did they meet at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka Center? I believe they met at Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka Center because of what happened the last time the team met at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Foundation, where Kalonzo and his team were kicked out of that venue. I'm seeing Kalonzo Musyoka who told Raila Odinga, if you want us to meet, then we must meet at my place. So Raila Odinga was forced to pay Kalonzo Musyoka a courtesy call. And after that meeting, you are seeing Raila Odinga saying they met for the national conversation. Kalonzo is saying no national conversation. I've checked at Jeremiah Kioni's social media handles. He has not talked about that incident. So it's very clear Raila wanted to persuade Kalonzo and that team to join the national conversation, but Kalonzo seems not to be boarding. I don't know whether he'll change his mind or not, but from what he has posted now, he seems not to be boarding. Why is he not boarding? Kalonzo Musyoka has not been assured of what he will get if he boards that train. If Raila and RUTO can assure him clearly what he will get upon joining that ship, Kalonzo will have no objection. He will gladly join that ship. What's happening as of now, he has not been assured of anything he will get upon joining the ship. And we know there are some positions to be shared in the government. Beside the positions, we know Kalonzo Musyoka intends on contesting for the presidency come 2027. He has not been assured of being supported for the presidency, and he has also not been assured of getting some good positions if he joins that team. That's why he's objecting, saying no national conversation. If he can be assured that this is what we are giving you, he will board that ship. On the part of Rigathi Gachagua, I'm seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who is very desperate to stay in Kenya Kwanza government. He's very desperate to remain as the deputy president. But Ruto seems to be kicking him out. That's why Rigathi Gachagua has been crying foul. If William Ruto decides to make peace with Rigathi Gachagua, Rigathi will be William Ruto's number one sycophant. And William Ruto will use him to do all the dirty works, just as he was used last year. And we saw what Rigathi Gachagua did to the protesters. Speaking yesterday, we saw Rigathi warning some Gen Zs in Madeira against demonstrations. And he told the police to deal firmly with the Gen Z demonstrators. So Rigathi is very desperate to work and to please Ruto. The problem, Ruto is not interested in embracing Rigathi Gachagua. And that's why we are hearing of impeachment loading. That's why we are also hearing of an alleged handshake between Ruto and Uhuru. Ruto wants to kick out Rigathi Gachagua. And again, Kalonzo Musyoka is angling to work with Rigathi Gachagua. And even before Gen Z started the demonstrations, we saw Kalonzo Musyoka in Nyeri saying that should an impeachment motion be pushed against Rigathi, then Wiper, they will oppose that impeachment motion. Kalonzo is angling to work with the Rigathi Gachagua. But the big question is, will Rigathi work with Kalonzo Musyoka? And if these two leaders agree to work together, who will play the second fiddle? There is where the problem lies again. Kalonzo hopes that maybe Rigathi can support him. But with Rigathi's assumed Mount Kenya numbers, I don't think it will be that easy for Rigathi Gachagua to support Kalonzo Musyoka. If you look at Kalonzo, his support base is only a portion of the Kamba Nation. Not the Kamba Nation per se, but just a portion of the Kamba Nation. That will make it very hard for maybe Rigathi Gachagua to support Kalonzo Musyoka. And should Rigathi decide to support Kalonzo Musyoka, will the mountain support Kalonzo Musyoka? That's also something that we are waiting to see. But chances are very high. It might be very hard for the mountain to support Kalonzo Musyoka. Having looked into all this, I'm seeing a very high possibility where eventually, after everything will have been said and done, we might see Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto on the same side. And then we might see Kalonzo and Rigathi on the other side, maybe as individual opposition leaders or as a team. Should Ruto, Raila, and Uhuru form a team, then I'm seeing the mountain will most definitely tilt towards Uhuru Kenyatta's team. Yes, I'm seeing the mountain will most definitely tilt towards Uhuru Kenyatta's team. And that will also deal a blow to Rigathi Gachagua, in that Rigathi Gachagua might end up politically damaged. We might see a split on the mountain, where Nyeri County might decide to go with Rigathi Gachagua, Kiambu might decide to go with Uhuru Kenyatta. These other Mount Kenya counties might divide their votes. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. And that will mean a very big blow to Rigathi Gachagua's quest or even bargaining power. And then again, if you look at Uhuru Kenyatta, why has he been very reluctant to embrace RUTO? It's because of the Raila Odinga factor. Uhuru feels guilty that he was not able to deliver Raila Odinga a win. So by embracing William Ruto, it could reinforce the notion of the long con. That's why Uhuru has been very reluctant to embrace Ruto. Now that Raila Odinga seemingly is embracing Ruto, though very cautiously, I'm seeing Uhuru Kenyatta who can now easily embrace Ruto because Raila Odinga has done that first. And with what we are seeing, it's highly possible that Raila Odinga can persuade Uhuru Kenyatta to embrace Ruto. And that will mean new political realignments. What now for the Gen Zs? I've always maintained that Gen Zs are not living in a vacuum. They are Kenyans and some have been voting. Amidst all these political realignments, what Kenyans should know and understand that most of the Gen Zs have all along been Raila Odinga supporters. And a good number still supports Raila Odinga. And that will manifest itself as things cool down and now political realignments start taking shape. So Kalonzo and his team should not bank blindly on the Gen Zs. Gen Zs have got their preferred candidates. Even though they are saying they're tribeless, partyless, leaderless, I believe they have got their leaders. So that should also inform Kalonzo's decision, as he thinks that maybe Gen Zs can embrace him by rejecting Raila, Ruto, Uhuru axis. Let me stop it there for now, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.